op-amp, we can give two type of input possible. One is either we can give in a DC format or we can give it as a AC format. The signal source DC and AC, we know that we have either the signal like something, if you can give like plus minus, so this is positive negative, this is the symbol for DC signal. You can represent DC signal like this is your 0 and it is always direct current, so it is constant. This is whatever your DC voltage. Okay, this is how the DC supply can be given. Similar way we can talk about AC signal, so make it like a sinusoidal wave. Similar way plus and minus, so we are giving as a something like sine wave, so it having some amplitude, we can call as a VM, and similar way we can call minus VM. This is 0. Okay, this is how we can give two type of supply to the op-amp possible. So what are the circuit we can do using DC amplifier and AC amplifier? In op-amp we know that there is a 4 possible circuit possible. Previously we discussed that when both the input are 0 or both the input are high or different value, only one input is present, so what are the part we are getting. So usually we know that there is a 4 type. In that, common mode usually is nothing but V plus and V minus is 0, so output is 0, so we are not getting any. The 3 part of the op-amp amplifier can be written as, one is we can write inverting amplifier, second one we can write as a non-inverting, and third one we can write as a differential amp. All these 3 amplifier we can discuss about what happens to the DC input and what happens to the AC input. So first we will discuss about DC input. First we will take inverting amplifier. If you are taking any circuit, the op-amp structure should be same in a closed loop. So we will take op-amp structure. This is the positive we can take. This is negative. All the circuit there is a one R1 and RF, all are connected to the negative and connected to the V0. This is the inverting or non-inverting or differential structure remains same here. So in this name is inverting, so we are giving Vi is a input. So this is DC signal, so we are giving DC signal over here. So like this DC signal, and this is ground, and positive is anyway it is connected to ground because in inverting positive terminal is connected to ground, and this portion we are calling as a V0. You can add one resistance over here. This is already I told. This resistance we can call as a RP. This is nothing but the parallel of whatever resistance we used in the circuit. Also you can add one more circuit in the output side called as a R and connected to the ground. This is the structure of inverting amplifier in the DC signal. If you give as a one input like DC, you can call anything. This one is we'll call as a minus plus V minus. So whatever signal you are given, and you will get output like this is your input 0, here this is 0. So you will get maximum point, and that is called as a into minus V minus. So this negative indicates that going on negative signal. So sorry, the 0 portion is here, and this portion we are calling as a negative. So this is called as a inverting amplifier. Similar way we will take down the non-inverting structure. The starting structure remains same, so this plus minus, and here resistance R1 and RF, and then V0. Even you can take RL, even you can take here 1 R. Okay, this is the same structure for everywhere. The change here we can do that. Non-inverting means negative is grounded, so grounded. Here you are giving the positive signal, plus and minus, grounded. This we can call it any name, something like V in. So if you give something input like this is 0, and this is V plus, you are given some value, maybe 310 whatever, and you are getting as a positive portion only. Take this one 0, this is more value than the V plus, and this is A into V. This is the what output you are getting. This is the input signal, this is the output signal. So here what is the R1 RF value? Already you know that RP value is nothing but parallel of this. This is our DC amplifier for the non-inverting. Now similar way we can move on the inverting amplifier in AC signal. Here we will discuss about AC signal. So first we will discuss about inverting amplifier. The structure, so this is positive, negative, and here also we have R1, even we have RF, and similar way we have RL we can take, and in the positive we have some RP. Okay, this is the common structure here, 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 everywhere. The only thing you have to change with the input portion. So here what are the changes? Inverting amplifier, so positive terminal you have to make it ground. Inverting terminal you have to take as a sine wave, so like this. But here one extra structure you have to use, that is called coupling capacitor. So whenever you are giving AC signal, always use coupling capacitor. Okay, This one I will call as a C1. So whenever you use coupling capacitor, this reactance value, we can take something like Xc1 is equal to R1. So reactance value to the that resistance equal we are taking. This is called coupling capacitor, is nothing but which is coupling between the AC signal to the our circuit. So we can take sine wave as an input because of AC signal, and this is we are talking about inverting amplifier. So output we will get as a inverting and we will get more amp. Okay. So this is if it is Vm, this is your A into Vm. Okay. And similar way, this is your minus A into V. This is we can take as a minus. This is how we can do the inverting amp. Other portions are same. Only the changes we have to do it is in the DC we are not using capacitor. In the AC we are using coupling capacitor series to the where input is connected. Similar way we will go with the non-inverting amplifier. The starting structure remains same, positive negative. We have one resistance called RP, we have one resistance called R1 and one more resistance called RF, and V0 we can take RL. Okay, these are the same positions. The thing whatever we have to change, non-inverter means negative terminal is connected to ground, positive terminal only we have to add the AC signal. So before adding AC signal we are using capacitor, for that use AC signal ground. Okay, this is called as a C1, and similar operation what we have discussed previous. So Xc1 is equal to R. Here we are taking RP is nothing but the same as a previous. So the input waveform and output, there is a small difference. So input you are getting something like this, and in the output side you are getting as it is but in the larger form. Okay, so if you call this one Vm, this is A into. So these are the DC and AC amplifier circuit. In your syllabus there is no derivation, all those stuff. If you want derivation stuff, already we discussed in the inverting non-inverting how to find R1, how to find RF. That also you can do it. Usually not required in DC AC amplifier. Simply explain the circuit, how it is working on this, and what are the circuit structure. Working is very easiest everywhere. So wherever input is given, according to that you can use the formula like V0 is equal to A into V plus minus V minus everywhere. So in this case V plus is grounded, so you are getting negative of -1. So because of negative you are getting inverting. So similar operation to everywhere. Take this as a reference equation everywhere, and according to that you can explain what is the actual stuff going on into the each circuit. Just the remembering things in the circuit portion, the capacitor you are adding when we are using AC circuit, that is also called as a capacitor coupled. Third circuit we will discuss about DC amplifier as a differential amplifier. So differential circuit means we are giving the both the non-inverting and inverting point as a input. Here we are doing as a DC amplifier, so we can give as a DC input. First we will write the template of the op-amp. Actually our template everywhere in the closed circuit positive, so it contain one RP resistance, and similar way we have R1 resistance, then we have RF, then we have RF. Okay, so here the difference in the previous and this one we are giving as a both the portion different input. So input here this is negative, so give it one positive negative called as a V2. Similar way give it to the DC amplifier and call it this one as a V1. So this is how your DC amplifier look like. Can add here if you want VCC and minus VE. This is actually best method to use, plus VCC minus VE here, and inside something like 741. Okay, yeah. Now this portion is V0. Usually what type of V0 we are getting? Here V1 V2, that differential I am getting. Suppose assume that your input is, we have two input, one is V1 suppose assume you are giving as a some DC here, and you are giving one more input like something V2 point. Okay, output you will get such a way that it should be V1 positive, so V1 minus V2, so you are getting output something. This is any point, that is depending upon V1 V2, so V1 minus V2 into gain. So this is all the gain. Anyway we know that differential amplifier is nothing but minus RF by R1. So here RF is this one, R1 is this. Anyway RP value you people know that it is all the resistance parallel. So this is how we can find out the gain. From this we can identify the stuff. So DC amplifier differential amplifier circuit, the main thing we have to remember that both the positive and negative terminal we are giving as a in similar way we will go with the AC amplifier differential circuit. First go on write the as usual template. So positive, negative, like RP, R1 and RF and RL is equal to ground. This is V0. Can add VCC, E. Nothing changes is here we are giving as a AC signal. So give it as a AC symbol plus minus. Name it same V. And here we are using one capacitor as a couple. You can call it as a C1. Similar way, use one more capacitor here. You can call either C1 or C2. So one more voltage, ground it and call it as a V1. Okay. So this is the changes what we have in the DC amplifier and AC amplifier already what we discussed. And the signal, if you are taking as a input, so you are getting as a something like this is V1, you can take this is, you can take V2. Okay, you are getting V0 depending upon the, if V1 is greater, usually you will get non-inverting. If V2 is greater, you are getting inverting. That is depending upon this value. So I will take here, I will assume like V1 is greater than V2, so I will get as a same as a non-inverting. So we will get something here. This value should be V1 minus V into gain.